Hello, how y'all doing? I want to talk about this. We as black people, we are moving in the wrong direction. We really are. Let me start by all this dancing and twerking and skimpy clothing. That's not going to cut it in heaven because there's none of that crapola in heaven. If any of those young girls or young men, they die, they're going to go to hell because it's not going to work in heaven. God does not want that stuff in heaven. Excuse me. And you see a whole lot of this nasty dancing. You know who the chief one is. We see a whole lot of this nasty dancing with skimpy outfits and so on. And African is just as bad or worse. I mean, you got 400-pound women in these skimpy outfits that's doing all this nasty dancing. Our youth have a spirit of murder. You know, 17-year-old kills, like the incident that happened in Texas a few days ago. 17-year-old kills because he had some kind of beef or whatever with some other white athlete. And that's how he resolved his differences, just stabbed him in his chest. Just very horrible. Our youth have a spirit of murder. What about the 12-year-old that killed 27-year-old, shot him 2 or 3 times? And then there's a 12-year-old that was killed by someone because he's trying to be with the big boys and move some drugs. He got shot in the head. He's gone to hell. The 12-year-old carjacker in Washington, D.C. that was shot by a police officer carjacking because he was carjacking the officer. Now, look, he not even old enough to get a driver's license, and he's trying to carjack a car. And he's going to go where? To Kalamazoo? I mean, not only are these young black men ignorant, they acted ignorant, but they're just plain stupid. Why are you carjacking a car when you don't even know how to drive? When you're not even old enough to drive, you haven't had the one driver's lesson at all. Where are you going to go if you're in Washington D.C.? But look, that young man's dead. He's shot by a cop. He's dead. He's gone to hell. But we're going in the wrong direction. 10-year-olds carjacking people and killing people, you know, when they're being dragged in their car or whatever. We are going in the wrong direction. It's a spirit of murder among young black males. That is how they resolve their differences. Just shoot their girlfriend, shoot and kill their mother, shoot and kill their brother, shoot and kill their family. That's how they resolve their differences. We got issues, y'all. And what about all this smashing and grabbing? Eating a ton of food and don't even pay the $200 bill, smashing and grabbing a jewelry store. That's all. We're going in the wrong direction. I know you're thinking, okay, you can smash and grab the jewelry store and then sell the junk. That's all it is junk. Glass, crystal. Sell the junk, okay? So, but that's the wrong way to go about it. Y'all know it's wrong. And if any of you all die while you're smashing and grabbing, sorry, but you're going to go to hell for that because there's no room in heaven for no smashing and grabbers. But overall, we're going in the wrong direction. So are Africans. I mean, you got 400-pound women dancing. You got these dwarf women and dwarf men who are dancing. And they look utterly ridiculous. You know, see, rather than doing all that nasty stuff, we need to have some dignity about ourselves. We need to act seemly. We need to do better. I'm just saying. But we're going to the wrong trajectory. We are. Look, let Trump do what he's going to do. But I'm saying what we need to be doing is working by the sweat of our brow. We don't need to be depending on the government, depending on Uncle Sam's food stamps. We don't need to be dependent on the government for anything. We need to be self-employed. We need to do something. Why should we be dependent on the government's food stamps? All we got to do is grow some food. Look, if we have cucumber and onion, that's dinner. That's a decent dinner. It's better for us than a Big Mac. But we're eating toxic foods and people are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Young black women are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Black men are getting bigger and bigger and bigger by eating all this nasty, toxic food. And you know what? That's not including what's coming out of your mouth. But look, there's nothing new under the sun. There are some really bad people out here in this world. I mean, it's not like this year and that year. This year, it's just a bunch of bad people. I mean, I've seen bad people for the last 40 years. Very bad blacks that I wish I had never met. I've met some of those people, and I wish I had never met them. But it's not like this year it's a bunch of bad blacks. It's just that we are on the wrong trajectory, and the black preachers are not helping because a lot of them, they hustling the black community for money and offerings and shut the door and all this other stupid stuff. The black preacher's on the wrong trajectory because he or she does not understand money. They do not understand that 4 quarters equals $1. 4 quarters does not equal $10,000. And what they're doing is hustling black people for as much money as they can. These black preachers, they're on the wrong trajectory, and they don't understand money. The only way they know to get money is just keep hustling black people, going to South Africa, hustling those blacks, going here, going there, hustling some blacks. That's all they know. That's how they're going to get money. That's how they already have a Mercedes, but they want a bigger Mercedes. They want whatever. We are on the wrong trajectory as a race of people. Bye.